Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Divine Gossip Girls podcast. We're super excited you're here. Welcome to December. Oh my goodness. So today we have our energetic and astrology forecast for you guys. So Karlie's going to dive into a tarot and crystal energetic update first, and then Maggie is going to dive into an astrology energetic forecast, and then I am going to pull all of their magic together and give you a practice and some mantras to take away for you guys for the month of December to work with this energy that Karlie and Maggie are bringing together, and I'm super excited. So if you are driving or you're somewhere where you can't take note, you can listen to this and come back to it. But I would highly encourage you to maybe get a notebook, a pen, or even put it into your notes app on your phone, because they're going to give you a lot of energetic news and updates, the weather forecast with all things divine, all things magical and mystical. So please make sure you have something to take some notes, because you wanna make sure you get everything. So without further ado, I'm going to pass you on to Karlie, and she's going to give you the tarot and crystal energetic update of December.
Hey Cosmic Witches! Divine Gossip Girls here, your one and only source into the spiritual happenings of the cosmos.
Ever wonder what this month's energy will have in store for you? What the planets and stars are even up to? Or if the universe can just help you catch a break already?
Well, lucky you, because we have all the spiritual secrets to tell. Get ready to sip on your weekly dose of divine tea. All right, love. So welcome to your energetic update / themes of the month. So we're entering into December. This is the final month of the year, and I really feel like a lot of 2023 has been doing some deep inner work. We have been moving through different seasons, lots of transformation and expansion taking place in good and hard ways as well. Like a lot of people have encountered things that they didn't expect to happen, or maybe things have manifested in ways that they weren't ready for, and it's forced them to expand. And so I feel like with December, we're kind of rounding out this energy. It's going to be a bit of the same kind of energy that's been in 2023, like one final big bang before 2024. I feel like this new year, something is going to come. 2023 was some sort of prep. Like all of us have been forced to expand so that we can manifest some serious shit in the new year. So with that being said, in December, we're going to be doing a bit of deeper healing work, really going into the subconscious with our first theme coming through, which is all about spiritual expansion and a bit more of that metaphysical truths coming into focus. We had the High Priestess card come through here. And what I feel with this is people are going to become aware of the subconscious things that are kind of going on that are creating certain cycles manifesting over and over again within their lives. It's going to be like this awakening, almost like a bit of an awakening to, okay, why is it that I keep repeating the same pattern? Why is it that I keep doing this certain thing that isn't serving me? And we're going to start to connect the dots between how our thoughts, our subconscious thoughts, are creating our emotions, and thus we are attracting certain things into our reality. So the law of attraction will really be at play, but we also had the energy of Lapis coming through, which is all about inner truth. So tying in with High Priestess, we are having a lot of things bubbling up and coming to the surface. It's like I'm seeing right now in my head, bubbles rising up from the bottom, like a volcano underneath the ocean, and you don't understand why the bubbles are coming up, but now you can see the volcano. And so you're gonna help really it's going to help you understand why things are showing up in the physical in certain ways. But as you start to address these things, it's going to bring a deeper level of healing to you. So healing and just the sense of vitality, you're going to step into, once again, a final energetic upgrade as we move into the new year. And as you shift into this energetic upgrade, we are going to tune into this energy of pure manifestation. So I just want to touch one more thing with this first theme of spiritual expansion and these subconscious truths coming to the surface. Great month for you to spend time in meditation and just finding ways to connect more spiritually. Ask yourselves, what fears do I have around certain manifestations coming to life? Which fears am I still holding on to? What things, which cycles continuously keep repeating, and why? Like, what is really going on there? That can be a really good thing for you to kind of tap into, just because this energy is supporting you to dive deep and to really go into the subconscious and work with the spiritual. Your guides are saying, hey, we're here to show you the way. Your highest self is like, babe, here we go. This is the path. This is what you need to address. So spend that time connecting. It's going to show you a lot, and it's going to allow you to have that final energetic upgrade for the new year. And if you allow yourself to lean into that energy, trust that you are going to become a manifestation magnet, because the second theme that we have coming through here, we pulled the Magician card and then the Nine of Cups. So we're seeing new beginnings that are divinely guided through like manifestations coming to fruition, and more things that are really heart-centered that you are manifesting in your life are going to be presented. And I really do believe that, if this past year you've been noticing yourself manifesting a lot of hard things, trust that when you go within and you start to do that inner work, you're going to start to manifest from a heart-centered place. And it's going to be like complete wish fulfillment. Like, it's going to be like, oh, in the past, maybe you could never see this coming to light, but like, because you have done some of this inner work and you've cleared some of those blockages, like even those little bits, you become this magnet to excellence. And we pulled both chrysophrase. Did I say that right, Maggie? Okay, perfect. Which is all about new beginnings. And then rutilated quartz, which is all about manifestation as well, this manifestation energy. And with Nine of Cups, it's just saying like, okay, wish fulfillment. You are going to be manifesting some real magic into your life. So keep your eye on the prize. Ask yourself, what is it that my heart wants to bring to life? And trust that it is possible for you. No more holding back. Allow your heart to overflow with love and learn to find safety in there. I'm also getting this energy of love. And another visual that kept coming through as I was channeling this message was like someone's heart just expanding and overflowing. And at first it can feel kind of, like those butterflies you get in your tummy or in your chest when you're starting to like find new love and you're like, oh, it's a little scary. It's going to be like that, but you're going to find safety in it. This time, you're not going to allow your ego to make you run from it and be like, oh, I'm hitting my upper limit. Like I'm getting upper limit energy. Like a lot of people are going to be hitting that, that upper limit that's telling you, this is how good we thought it could be. And now it's scary that we're here. Like we're either going to self-sabotage and retract, or we're going to surpass that and allow that to become our new normal. I'm seeing a lot of people breaking that barrier and just having their heart expand and finding safety in that. So trust. Some beautiful things are on the way. You've done some serious work this year. And the final theme that's kind of coming through, and I feel like this theme is going to be more so probably around the end of December. Like the way that I channeled it was kind of with the themes moving forward. So High Priestess into the Magician, into then a bit of this reassessing, basically. And like the end, we're going to be reassessing our relationship to work, money, and the energy in which you approach life. Because I have a feeling that a lot of us have been approaching life, especially after a year of a lot of upgrades, energetic upgrades, transformation. It's like we've had to shift into this energy of, like, some of us have shifted into the energy of our hyper masculine, where it's like go, 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 trying to do everything from like this logical brain and just really feeling in that hustle kind of energy. And we had the King of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles reversed. And I feel like this is going to be like, there's going to be some sort of humbling experience. Maybe there's this feeling of burnout that comes, or maybe just like financially some things are like rocky and you have to reassess. And with the Page of Pentacles being in reverse, it's giving me this idea of like, you're going to reflect back. And if you allow yourself to reflect back and learn from what hasn't been going right or what hasn't been feeling right, something that you've just been doing because it's what you've been doing for years, or it's because you've been taught that. If you go back and you learn from those things, it's going to shift you into this ability to approach life from more of like a balanced state of your masculine and feminine and your approach to money to be more fluid versus rigid. And from that, you'll be able to manifest more abundance, more wealth. Your career life is going to feel more balanced as well. Maybe you'll be able to, enjoy showing up to work. You go to it with a different perspective. And then when you go home, you're in a more loving energy where you can be affectionate with your family, because we also got Queen of Pentacles coming through. I asked, if we do lean into learning from these things, these habits, the ways that we approach career and money, what will come through in its Queen of Pentacles. So you're going to shift from this energy of heavy masculine, heavy hustle, very rigid, or maybe just like, being in this burnout state, to learning how to work with it more in a balanced approach and be that provider and that caregiver with money and career versus like, I need to get this done. I need to hustle. It needs to be this way. You're going to allow more flow to come on in. So once again, your 3 energetic themes. Number 1, spiritual expansion, subconscious metaphysical truths coming into focus. If you work with that, trust that new beginnings and manifestation energy is here. December, allow it to be this expansion, this final energetic upgrade. And then number 3, really allowing yourself to reassess your relationship to work, money, and the energy in which you've been approaching life, so that you can find a way to work with these things and have it feel really, really good for you. All right, Maggie, take it away with our astrology forecast.
Amazing. So I'm just going to be looking here at the specific transits that are happening. So this will be with the moon, this will be any planets and what they're moving through and like the signs they're going into and kind of what that means for you. The reason that astrological energy is so important is because it actually, it energetically affects us. Like, yes, it'll affect you, but it's going to affect like your energy of your environment. So when you work with astrological energy and when you can be aware of it, you can realize where you may be more prone to get triggered during certain times. You may realize where you may hit some roadblocks. And you also can see, oh, that's going to be a really easy path for me to take. So you don't have to follow it, but learning to work with the energy that's around you can make the flow of your life feel a lot easier rather than like constantly trying to like swim against the current. So let's just look at kind of the placements and what's going on here. So this is coming out on December 3rd. So this one will have already happened, but you will be feeling the effects of it now because it still is at play. On December 1st, Mercury, the planet of communication, of the mind, of technology, it entered Capricorn. So this is going to look like speaking your goals into fruition. Very much what Karlie was saying there, really getting clear and taking a realistic approach to your manifestations and realizing, okay, this is what I want. It's making to-do lists. Like I said, getting realistic about your goals. It's when focus will actually come easiest. So if you know there's things that you need to get done in December, the beginning part of December is going to be the best time because your mind is in the most hardworking, grounded sign that there is in the zodiac. And it can also can lead you to feel maybe a little emotionally insensitive. So you will tend to be in problem-solving mode when people come to you with their problems rather than nurturing. You'll be more likely to say, okay, this is how you need to do things. This is how we can fix it. And sometimes people just need space held. They don't need a fix. So just being aware that sometimes you may have to ease back a little bit when it comes to other people and just hold space for them because you're more likely to go into that fix-it mode. Then on December 4th, we have Venus entering Scorpio. Venus is your planet of pleasure, of aesthetics, of love. It's also of money. And as it goes into Scorpio, this is a sexy placement. Ooh, it is. Scorpios are fiery. They are taboo. They are that sexy energy anyways. And with Venus, the planet of love, moving into that, it can get a little spicy, it can get a little fiery. So this is going to have a positive effect on love life and sex life. It's going to really push you to go into that dark feminine, wear your high heels, do your makeup, allow yourself to aesthetically feel powerful in the way that you look, feel enticing in the way that you look. Like really, you can do mirror work. You can put on that lipstick and look at yourself and be like, I am so hot. And that's going to be really powerful for you during this time. It can have very intense connections with other people in relationships, but also friendships and family. Scorpio is a loyal sign, and it's your heart basically moving in to this sign that is intimate and loves to deeply connect. So that can be with everyone. And it's a great time to do some bookkeeping, evaluate your finances. Having Venus entering Scorpio, that's the money sign, and then having your Mercury, which is the mind, in Capricorn, and having those both together, this is a great time to catch up on bookkeeping, do some sort of, plans for finances and all of that. Then we have Neptune going direct in Pisces. So it's actually been in retrograde since June 30th. So you've been feeling the effects of Neptune, which is your rebellious planet, where you kind of forge your own path, all of that. It's been going backwards, basically. It's been in retrograde since June 30th. So you may have been feeling some imposter syndrome. You may have been feeling like you can't break out the way that you want to go. You've been feeling pressure maybe to go a certain way. And now it's going to go direct, so you get to get that power back. You'll find more clarity within your subconscious mind. You will have inspiration return. Your energy work will improve. You'll feel a little blast open of energy. If you've been feeling low, starting December 6th, you may feel this starting to go direct again. It's this feeling of like coming out of the spiritual closet and trying new things again. And this does happen every year for 6 months. So if you look back at your years, you may find, oh, I was more inspired for these 6 months and I was darker for these 6. And that's just this happening again. So this big return to energy really, really should help you here. Then on December 12th, we have the new moon in Sagittarius. New moons are great for setting intentions, getting clear on your manifestations. It's a clear slate. And with the energy of Sagittarius and the lifting of the Neptune retrograde, this is going to bring so much fire and so much inspiration. This is going to be big ideas, big projects coming through, manifestations and setting intentions for travel and exploration. I literally in my notes just wrote down manifest, 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 because especially we do have a Mercury retrograde coming at the end, and that's when that can get a little unclear again. You can start to lose your way a little bit. So this is the time, December 12th forwards, really go into your manifesting routines, really get clear on what you want the next year to look like, the next little bit to look like for you. Oh, I said on the 23rd. I'm wrong. You got to do this day because Mercury retrograde happens the next day. It happens on December 13th. It moves into a different planet on the 23rd, but it starts December 13th. So on the 12th, your new moon ritual needs to be getting clear on your manifestations, really doing some sitting in the vibe, getting super clear, because that's going to be like that Lionsgate portal day in August is going to be potent and powerful for this energy. And then we go into Mercury retrograde, Mercury and Gatorade, all the things that people like to joke about. This is the one everyone hears about, and it's in Capricorn. So this can cause you even more to be too blunt with people, be more emotionally unaware. You may start to feel unsure of the validity and the reality of your goals. You may start to think, this is not realistic. There's no way that this can happen. That imposter syndrome can really, really start to poke up. So knowing that this is what you want, getting super clear the day before is going to be so helpful so that you can root into, no, that's what I want. I'm going to stick with that. This is just my ego. This is just Mercury retrograde coming in and messing with me. You may even fall into a safety net or a hustle mentality of, oh, this is what I need to do to make this work, rather than trusting the universe, trusting that surrender, trusting yourself. Then on December 21st, happy birthday, Capricorns. Sun moves into Capricorn. It's a Capricorn season. So this is the season of hard workers. Lots of Capricorn energy this season with this month with the Capricorn season, the Mercury in Capricorn. It's setting up for the new year's. It's getting your goals and intentions straight. It's building foundations. It's taking baby steps. It's being a hard worker. And that's for the whole of Capricorn season. Then on December 23rd, we're still Mercury retrograde, but it does move into Sagittarius. And so this could feel like a need for escapism. It can cause you to feel or become flaky or selfish in conversations. It can cause other people, like if you notice that in other people and they're not normally like that, you can say, okay, let's just wait for Mercury to go direct, see if this changes. And if it doesn't, then we can address it. It can be feeling ignored, feel like you're out of touch with others, with yourself. When these feelings come up, feel them, validate them, but also just wait out Mercury retrograde a little bit and see, do I feel this way, or is this just the energy provoking this in me? Then on December 26th, we have the full moon in Cancer. This is a great time to cleanse your space. For those of you who celebrate Christmas, this is the day after Christmas, so clean up that wrapping paper, take down decorations that you don't want up, whatever it needs to be, just cleanse your space. Root yourself into your space. Big emotions can come up. Cancer is the most emotional sign, and the full moon is the most potent energy of the moon, of your subconscious, of your emotional body. So this can be like the biggest emotions you feel all year. So just hold space for yourself and heal and take comfort that day. Your full moon practice can literally just be comforting yourself. Then on December 29th, we have Venus entering Sagittarius. So we've moved from that sexy Scorpio to still pretty sexy Sagittarius. They're spicy, they're free. They love to flit around and have a good time. The grass is always greener. So you can be a little feeling non-committal. You can try new things. This can be really helpful for those non-committal feelings. Just try new things with like maybe with love, try new things with a partner, try new things with friendships, but this can also be taking adventures with people in your life. It's date nights, it's friend outings. It's very open and expressive energy. I love Venus in Sagittarius. And then finally on December 30th, I'm so excited. This is probably the one I'm most excited for. It's Jupiter direct in Taurus. So since September 4th, Jupiter has been in retrograde. And for those of you who don't know, Jupiter is your money planet in the way of how you attract things. It's how you manifest. It is your good luck. It is all amazing, beautiful things. It's expansion, abundance. It's just like filled with golden little coins. It's such a great planet, and it's been in retrograde since September 4th. So that means it's probably been harder for you to make money. You've been feeling a little bit scarce and all of these things, but in December 30th, that gets to start moving forwards again. So this is a turn of luck and turn of positivity. It's also in Taurus, which is the sign of money and indulgence. So there's like a huge abundance shift that is going to start to take place on the 30th. And move forwards with that. So it's the possibility to make money, the possibility to feel indulgent. Maybe you take like a little self-care day and you're like, I am rich, I am indulgent, I am like worth it on December 30th. But it's this really powerful sign of expansion and abundance, and we're finally moving forwards and in Taurus, no doubt. So it's going to feel really, really good. I think it's such a positive way to start off the new year. I'm really, really excited for it. And that is your little astrology forecast, little weather update of the stars with me. And now let's just move it on to Sophie to take all the information that just got like thrown out there and wrap it in a little bow for you.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's just take a deep breath in and just relax into all of that wisdom and guidance and support that Karlie and Maggie just gave us from their own intuition, their own hearts, their own channeling, but also from the cosmos, from the universe. And just trust that this guidance gets to support you. Like, allow this, set this intention here with us to work with this energy, that it's safe for you to work with this energy. You are capable of working with this energy. Okay, and again, you can always come back and save this episode and listen to it, like even just like go to the day of each time, if that feels aligned, if that supports you, and like as you move through the month, like kind of reevaluating, reassessing, like coming back to those points, because I know that obviously December is a busy month. Like, we are in the holiday season, like a lot of things are happening with all of what's come through in this forecast for you. So we are mindful and aware of that as well. So what I have done is, and obviously these kind of forecasts are here to support you, you know, like we want to support you. We want to help you work with this energy, work with your energy, work with the energy of the universe to tap into like your abundance, to tap into like what is possible for you. And what I really took from this kind of from this forecast from the two girls is there is a lot of that working with your subconscious mind and your intuition, a lot of that manifestation energy, a lot of the abundance energy, but also kind of like a little bit of like big emotions, like the last like kind of purge happening before we step into a new year, before we step into 2024. So what I've got for you guys is some mantras. You can write them all, you can take them all, or you can just take one. Like even if you just sit, tap into your body and just like when I say these out loud, whatever one you're like, oh yes, I want to take that, then take that one. Okay, so the first one that I have for you guys, I'm going to give you some mantras, and then I've got two little practices to give you. So the first mantra that I have here, because obviously there's a lot of energy of manifestation and magic and abundance happening, and like Maggie says, like she's really excited for like what is coming, you know, like there's real abundance coming towards us if we allow it to and we work with it. So I want you to take this mantra, if this feels aligned to you, of like I stay in the frequency of it is all happening, even if there is big emotions because of what's happening in the cosmos, or just like in general, like you stay in the frequency of it is happening for me. Or even the mantra of I am the energy of magic and abundance. I am the energy of magic and abundance. Or one that I feel resonated with Karlie's one of like how she spoke about how we are reaching this upper limit and that it's safe for you. You really spoke to me, Karlie, as well. You spoke to me when you said that, because that is something that I have personally been leaning into. It's like this energy of safety, this sensation, this feeling of safety within myself, and this expansion that's inevitably happening, and knowing that I'm safe in doing that. So taking this mantra of like, it is safe for me to align with high vibrational safety. You know, you are safe, but it's this higher vibrational safety and expansion that allows me to thrive and be at ease within myself, money, and abundance. Guys, it's happening for us, and you're safe. You're safe to expand. You're safe to receive this abundance. You're safe to hold it in your hearts and your arms and your life, and know that you're not going to sabotage yourself. That you deserve this. You deserve it all and more. So know that another mantra that came through there as well is that I receive simply by existing. And what I desire, I receive. I know there's loads here, but take them all. Take which ones resonate. Whatever it is that you want to lean into with those beliefs, take them. Allow them to be like seeped into your subconscious, a part of your programming, as we step into this energy of abundance, of magic, of manifestation. And the two practices that I think what we'll do is I'll write those mantras down and put them into the show notes for you guys as well. I'll put those into the show notes for you. That's what I'll definitely do. The two practices that I've got. So one, I want you to do this like maybe once a week, at least, but have a pleasure manifestation and abundance state, or whatever you want to call it. I called it a pleasure manifestation and abundance state because I feel that was like a lot of the energy that came through that's coming towards us in different kind of ways, different directions within December, along with a little burst of some healing and bigger energy. But I have a little practice for that for you guys. But if you want to take and make your own, if you want, a kind of manifestation and abundance day, and have fun with it. So some suggestions that I have here is for you to like set the scene. You can get some candles, you can get some crystals, you can put on something that makes you feel sexy, that makes you feel abundant, that gets you in this energy of abundance, gets you in this energy of like, I am expanding, I feel safe to expand. This was always meant to happen and I am ready and I am excited to expand, and setting that energy, cleansing that space and setting that energy energetically and physically and spiritually. You can also, a simple like practice you can start with within this day is just journaling on some gratitude. Journaling on like 3 things that you're grateful for, or 3 things that you're grateful for money for, you know? And I like to also do some future gratitudes as well, so that you could journal on like what you're grateful for that you're manifesting in, as if it's here, you know? Because I know there's like that bigger full moon happening as well, and like that heightened energy of manifestation and magnetism. So you could journal on like, I am so grateful that I have attracted the love of my life, or I have manifested 10k to do the trip of my dreams. Whatever it is, like leaning into that energy of like, it is here and I'm so fucking grateful that it's here already. So that's something you could start with. You could also do some of that intuitive dancing and movement that I mentioned before on a previous episode. You could do some gratitude and a quantum leap meditation, some mirror work that Maggie spoke about. What else have I got here as well? So creating the space, like having a date with yourself, an abundant date with yourself, an abundant date with money, and this energy of manifestation and magic to heighten and to work with this energy of manifestation that's happening throughout a lot of this month. And yeah, like let's just turn up that heat, that like spicy, fiery, like abundant spirituality energy. And for those times where it may feel heavy, that purging is happening, that deeper healing is happening, when I was reading this, I kind of was like, I know that, like I mentioned, like December is going to be a busy month. Like maybe you have family, maybe you have like you're traveling for the holidays. So I have just chosen like a simple practice for you to shift out of this like energy of hustle, of scarcity, of shadow, of overwhelm, or whenever those big emotions really arise, to sit with a song. And I'm going to put this song in the show notes as well. It's called We Shall Be Known. Okay, We Shall Be Known by Mamuse. So Mamuse. And you can just sit with the song, listen to it. You can meditate with it, move with it, sing with it, whatever you want to do, like go out and ground with it. But just sit with the song, because like Maggie mentioned, there is going to be a bit of bigger energy here, and it may just be astrologically, and it doesn't necessarily have to mean anything about you. You can just sit with it and allow that to pass. But what I like to do is like sit with music or move with music, allow the music to move through me and allow that energy to be shifted as well. So that's like a simple practice that I want to invite you guys to do, so that you can ease into this, because I know that it may be a crazy chaotic month, like on a human level as well. So taking that little practice, I'll put that little song in the show notes. You can listen to it and you can just allow that to support that cleansing and that healing and that shifting to continue. So yeah, those are my little practices.
I love it. And I just want to say quickly before we end that Karlie and I did not plan to have these crossovers. Like Karlie pulled her cards on her own time. I did the astrological forecast, and I think that's why we just kind of decided that Karlie would go first. And now after recording this episode, I'm realizing Karlie gets to go first so she can channel everything through. And then I get to give you the facts of like just what the astrology means, and to see how they match and how they cross over. So
I know everything you were saying. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, it's so funny to be like, this is the energy of the cards. This is what the universe wants you to know right now. And then also, let's look at what's actually written in the stars in pretty much black and white. And so I think it's really cool that we get to do it separately. And then when we come together for this, it ends up really meshing super well. So that's just something I wanted to say, because we don't really talk about it beforehand. We don't pull them at the same time and talk at the same time. We kind of do it on our own, and we come together to do this forecast, and we send them to Sophie to do something with. But it's, really fun. And I really enjoyed doing our first month forecast. This was a really, I think, beautiful thing to get to do together.
Yes, I would love to know what you guys have as your takeaways. If there's something that really resonated with you, even if you want to reflect back at the end of December and let us know, like, hey, how did this month, where did this month bring you? And just kind of reflect back with this podcast. It can always be beautiful to do that as well. But yeah, we would love for you to lean into some of the practices and the things that Sophie mentioned. We'll leave below the songs, the practices, the mantras, all of that. And just let us know. I mean, in the future, this has been our first forecast update. We may switch around the way it flows, just depending on what feels good and all of that. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. All of our links will be below, and we will see you in our next episode.
Yes, please give us a review. We've just started, so it would mean so much. Thank you.
Thank you guys. Bye.